Let us look at Standard 2. Standard 2. Learning Environment. This standard refers to the physical space and psychosocial ambience that facilitate effective learning. It guides teachers to create environments that are self-motivating, collegial, safe, supportive, fair, and offer interactive engagement that promote positive behavior in learners. Teachers are expected to create constructive classroom environments where learners are inspired to attain a high degree of knowledge, understanding, and skills. Now, let us look at the focus areas and indicators of proficient teachers in Standard 2.
In this standard, the first focus area is safe and protective learning environment. A proficient teacher must maintain safe and protective environment to enhance learning in adherence to relevant policies and regulations. A teacher ensures and works with learners in making the classroom safe from physical and emotional or mental harm. Classrooms are clean and orderly with chairs, tables, shelves and other equipment properly placed with spaces for learners and teachers' movement for activities. The teacher ensures proper signages to avoid accidents and for emergency purposes.
So, Lopan Doji, what are the key concepts in this indicator?
For a teacher to fully appreciate the indicator, it is important to understand these key concepts: safe learning environment, protective learning environment, and relevant policies and regulations. Safe learning environment involves every aspect of creating a positive experience for learners. The physical space is one important element, but equally important are the relationships between learners, teachers, and the learning community as a whole. Protective learning environment involves the aspect of classroom where a learner does not feel uncomfortable and fearful. In a protective environment, the learners take pride in their own work and in themselves, and they are not subject to judgment. Relevant policies and regulations include any policies and regulations implemented by the schools to ensure the safety of the children, such as school disaster policy, school rules and regulations, and school discipline policy. This brings us to the end of the focus area, safe and protective learning environment. The next focus area is management of classroom settings and activities. Could you explain the indicator in this focus area?
A proficient teacher must manage classroom settings to engage individually or in groups in meaningful exploration, discovery, and hands-on activities within the range of physical learning environment. Effective teaching and learning cannot take place in a classroom that is not set up well. For effective teaching and learning to take place, a teacher manages classroom structure and activities, ensures that the physical facilities are set up well, learner behavior expectations are clear, and the environment is safe and motivating to learners.
What are the key concepts in this indicator?
The key concepts are: number 1, classroom settings; number 2, classroom activities. Classroom settings refer to the physical setup of the learning environment, which generally includes arrangement of chairs, tables, and other equipments in the classroom designed to maximize learning. Classroom activities are activities that the teacher intends to use based on the lesson objectives, which can be discovery learning activities that require to draw on their past and existing knowledge to discover facts, relationships, and new knowledge to be learned. Hands-on learning activities that require physical participation to construct, consolidate, or explain concepts. Meaningful exploration that leads to learners' full understanding of concepts and how they relate to other concepts. This brings us to the end of focus area, management of classroom settings and activities.
The next focus area is support for learner participation. A proficient teacher must maintain supportive learning environment that nurture and inspire learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in teaching and learning process. Could you please explain the indicator?
For a teacher to maintain supportive learning environment, he or she needs to understand the context and composition of learners, Only upon understanding the learners can a teacher make use of efficient instruction and classroom management that nurture and inspire them to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in the continued learning process. A supportive learning environment is basically characterized by collaborative effort between the teachers and learners and among learners to establish harmonious classroom interaction during lesson delivery or group activities.
What are the key concepts in this indicator?
The key concepts are: number 1, supportive learning environment; number 2, collaborate. To further elaborate each key concept, supportive learning environment refers to any learning space, physical condition, or social condition that promotes a balanced and harmonious relationship among learners, where the teacher facilitates delivery of instruction and learning tasks through valuing every learner's potential in a classroom free of distraction or interruption. Collaborate refers to working with one or more colleagues to achieve a common goal. This brings us to the end of focus area support for learner participation.
The next focus area is management of learner behavior. A proficient teacher must apply positive disciplining, including mindful and non-violent techniques, to maintain a learning-focused environment.
Could you please elaborate on the indicator?
Teachers apply positive disciplining and mindful non-violent techniques to ensure a safe and nurturing learning environment for learners. Through such disciplining techniques, learners learn to see connections among their behavior, the personal consequences, and the impact of their actions.
What are the key concepts in this indicator?
Understanding the key concepts helps a teacher in managing learner behavior. The key concepts are learner behavior, positive, mindful, and non-violent discipline, and learning-focused environment. To explain the key concepts further, learner behavior refers to the learner's manner of conducting himself or herself involving action and response to stimulation. It emphasizes the crucial link between the way in which learners learn and their social knowledge and behavior. Positive, mindful, and non-violent discipline involves the constructive, mindful disciplining through non-violent and respectful means. It is a way of managing learner behavior through dialogue and counseling. It avoids the use of spanking, verbal abuse, and humiliation. Learning-focused environment refers to a classroom atmosphere that encourages maximum learner participation free from disruptions by unpleasant learners' behavior. This brings us to the end of Standard 2.